Misfits here with yet another video for Marvel Snap. Today we will be talking about a deck that I have put together that is not yet onto the market. I've been playing and testing this deck around. It's been playing very good. It gave me a lot of cubes. It's very decent in certain situations. You know exactly when to snap, when to retreat. So into this video we will be talking about all the cards one by one, why we are taking them, and the synergy. So let's dive into it. The first card what we will be taking will be our lovely Sunspot, because we all know Sunspots give after each turn 1 power for each unspent energy, and that is exactly what we need from turn 5 to turn 6. Card number 2 would be our lovely Nebula. Why Nebula? Because I want to force the opponent to play on a certain tile, because I will lock down that tile, and that is what this deck is all about. As everybody knows, each turn your opponent doesn't play a card here, it gains +2 power except the turn you're playing this card. Next card, like I said, we need to have a lockdown. I need to force the opponent to play on a certain tile, so this will be played on Nebula. White Widow. Why White Widow? Because it on reveal it adds a Widow's Kiss to your opponent's side at that location where you're playing this card, meaning the Widow's Kiss is a -4 card unless your opponent gets 3 other cards, or with other words, to fill down that location. And that is why I'm forcing actually once again to let the opponent play on that certain tile where I have put down Nebula. Next card that I will be having is Jeff. Why Jeff? As easy as it is, everybody knows you can move this once, nothing can stop you from moving or playing this at any location whatsoever. And that's exactly what we need. We need a little bit of movement, we need a little bit of jungling around into this deck. Next card what we will be playing will be Ravonna Renslayer. Why Ravonna Renslayer? And this is all about the end game. Once again, turn 5 to turn 6. This is when this card comes in handy, on turn 6, the end game. Now we all know it's an ongoing card. Your card with 1 or less power, they will cost 1 less. And I'm only taking this card only for one, just for one card. We will get into that in a while, a little bit further along the way. Anyways, next card we will be playing, and that is once again a card to lock down Nebula sides. That would be Green Goblin. Doesn't need to be explained, everybody knows what it does very easily. An on reveal card that switches sides, giving a -3 points on the opponent once again. Then we will be going to play, and that is why Ravonna Renslayer comes in handy, not only for the Green Goblin but also for our Sage, because I want this card to cost 2 at the end of the game. That's what it is for. Now why Sage? Well, on reveal it gives +2 power for each different power amongst all other cards at that tile, only at that tile, from your opponent and from yourself. So that could be 2, 4, 6, 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 points. You can get it up. Just blank, 14 points. And also, what you need to be doing with this deck, you need to try to give the opponent prioritize on every play, especially on the last one. Anyways, next card we will be playing, and that is all has to do once again with the lockdown on Nebula. Of course, our lovely Debris. Everybody knows Debris. It's a pain in the ass at sometimes, but it could also fuck yourself around, so be careful when and how to use this card. What it does very easily, it will on reveal add a rock to each other location for both players, and that's exactly what I mean. It will add you a rock to the left, to the right of the card, or 2 times to the right, 2 times to the left, but also on your end. Next card we will be playing, like I said, we need a little bit of a movement around, and that is exactly what we're going to be using. And that is our lovely Nocturne. Now, not only that, because these days many players are playing Magic, and this can counter Magic very easily, because most of people that will be playing Magic, they are setting them ready on turn 6 to play everything loose on turn 7, and that is when you come in handy to get to turn 7 back into turn 6 Nocturne. But need to be careful, it's a little bit of a gamble. You can move this once. When this move, replace its location with a random one, and that is tricky. That could be really tricky, because you never know what kind of a location you're going to get. It could give you the win, it could give you the loss, it could do very strange things, I tell you. Next card we will be playing, and that is why the lockdown comes, Professor X. Even though after the change it still comes in handy. Professor X really comes in handy in this deck. We don't need to explain this card. It has an ongoing effect, which the moving is the only way to add or remove a card from here, and that's why I needed Jeff. That's why I needed Nocturne, if it's needed. Because when we lock down a location, when there's no other card around, and you have Professor X, the next card really comes in handy as an end play, which is Namora. Namora, what does Namora? It has also an on-reveal effect, and it gives +5 power to each of your cards along at other locations. That means if you're playing Namora in the middle and you have only one card on the left, one card on the right side, those two cards are going to gain 5 power. Very neat, very awesome. And the last but not the least, we are taking along, and that is what Sunspot all comes in handy, is our She-Hulk. She-Hulk really comes in handy together with Sunspot, the best synergy into the game. Why? It costs 1 less for each unspent energy last turn. So if you be able to lay down Ravonna together with Sunspot, meaning you don't have to play on turn 5, you still gain points, and on turn 6 you can go like a bonanza. But there are a little bit of changes into this deck as well, what you can swap around, because I still have 2 changes. You could change Debris, get Debris out, and you can get Shang-Chi in. Pretty viable into this deck as well. What Shang-Chi does, very easily, on reveal, it destroys all enemy cards that are here that have 10 or more power. So it needs to have at least 10 power. So you can get Namora out as well. And you can go for our lovely, awesome Cannonball. Everybody knows Cannonball. I'm not a big favor of that one, but into this deck, that is what you can be changing at your own beliefs. What does Cannonball? Very easily, on reveal effect, it moves the higher power, the highest power enemy card here away. If you can't, it destroys it with a rock, so that means it will be changed into a rock. So that's like, if there's like a 10 cost card laying down, like Sasquatch, whatever, and you can't be moving it around, and you throw down Cannonball, that could be very hurtful for the opponent, because that 10 power will be swapped into a 0 power. Exactly. So it is your own choice what you can be doing with Debris together with Namora, to changing in for Shang-Chi or Cannonball. But I suggest you leave Cannonball out and you keep Namora in. You can swap Shang-Chi in and out, that's not a big deal. But then you have 1 lesser card to get the lockdown happening. So this is a little bit explaining of all the cards. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna dive into the deck, we're gonna dive into some games and see how this works in real time. So let's go. Ready? Let's go! Getting Nocturne, Jeff, Ravonna and She-Hulk. Starting off with Machine World. where we will not be able to play a card that I will give to my opponent. Kaelin into the middle, obviously my Revona, Revona into Kaelin, that's good. Last one will be on Maze. I'm boosting up my Jet, getting my Sunspots. No. I'm gonna get my Nebula into the middle on Kaelin, because when we not be able to play there, it still gains points. That's exactly what we want. 6 points on Machine World already, which is very awesome. Most likely the opponent will not be playing on the left side. So we do have Limbo. There comes my Nocturne in very handy, but I'm not going to show my best cards yet. Playing White Widow on the right side into Sunspot. That is 7 points on the right side difference. He will be playing Forge, meaning he plays a Silver Surfer deck. Okay, now I can play my Nocturne. I show you my good card now. Let's see what you have, my friend. Nocturne is gonna be played in this round. I need it. There we go. We have Killmonger. There goes my Nebula. There goes my Sunspot. Not over yet. Turn 6. Here we go. So Nocturne on the middle. She-Hulk right side. That's 12. That's 16 points difference on the right side, so that's good. And we have 16 points in the middle, and we have 6 points on the left. So if he plays a Silver Surfer, he can have like 16 points in the middle. He can't win on the right and on the left side as well, so we're good. Changing to Utopia. She-Hulk into Sage, 16 points exactly. There comes Sebastian, and here is my Silver Surfer. 16 points in the middle for the opponent, 16 points for myself. There we have it, a very nice play.
Victory!
My first win, on to the next one. Ready? Let's play. We got She-Hulk, Debris, Namor, Sage, starting with Elysium. All cards cost 1 less, and Crimson Cosmos as round 2. So I could be playing Nebula in the middle, but I don't know, because I'm gonna lock down already, and I don't want to go too hard from the start already. So locking him down. We do have a Limbo, but I do have my Nocturne to swap the Limbo around. So I'm gonna be playing Nocturne left, Nebula in the middle, to gain extra points already. That should be doing it. So, okay, we have a other Silver Surfer deck, 100%, meaning if I want to swap the Limbo out, I need to make points on the middle and on the right side. Obviously I do have my Sage, so I should be using my Revona, but it's not gonna be useful now, so I'm gonna be using She-Hulk in the middle on Crimson Cosmos, because I know he won't be able, or he won't play onto the middle. So another Ironheart. It's not too dangerous for me. There we go. Turn 5. So now we need to make myself ready for turn 6. I'm gonna risk it, and I'm gonna play Green Goblin on the right side into Ravonna. And that's all what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna be playing.
Are ye
Already
worthy?
his key card? Well, okay, I take this any day though. Right, turn 6, meaning Nocturne obviously into the Limbo. Hopefully it turns out to be something good. Then we're gonna be playing Sage on the right side, which will give us 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Plus Nocturne, that's 17. Plus the 3 points we already have, that's 20 points on the right side. No more on Crimson Cosmos. That's 23 points. Together with Nabula, of course. And finishing off Jeff on the left side. Here we go. 20 points on the right side. 23 on the middle.
Victory!
So yet another fantastic game that we have win. On to the next one. Ready? Let's play. We have Sage, Revona, Nocturne, Nebula, starting with Clinta. Nebula on the right side, that's always my gamble. Trying to lock it down. Hela in the middle, so we're gonna play Renvona. Because we do have Sage, I need that. Then we're gonna be playing Eternity Range. I'm gonna leave it open and I don't want to lose my Hela. And that's why I'm gonna be playing onto the middle. Right, getting White Widow myself now, so I'm -4 now. And a rock, so that's not good. That's not good at all. Still, I'm gonna lock down my location. Can't be playing Green Goblin. Gonna save my Sage. Shuri. That means with these cards he will have a Cersei deck. So I'm gonna play exactly nothing. Because I got my Sea-Hulk and Sage. And there you got Cersei, exactly what I thought. He gets Blue Marvel on top of that, seriously. Anyways, Jeff in the middle. Into She-Hulk on the left, into Namor on the middle. That's 15 points on the left, that is gonna be 8, 9, 10, 11, 17 points in the middle. Just about right.
Victory!
Well, another beautiful win. On to the next one. Ready? Let's play. Starting with White Widow, Green Goblin, Jeff, and Sage. We do have Dream Dimension, so I'm not be able to play my first card, and on turn 5 cards cost one more. I mean. Spider-Ham, so there goes my White Widow. That's a little bit sad, but still, oh, we do have Elysium. That's pretty neat. I got my Revona and Jeff just getting a little bit points. I got my Revona for my Sage. Exactly what I want. He plays Hood into Ironheart, right? So turn 3, yeah, thank you very much. I like that card as well. But wow, Olympus, that gives us opportunities, right? Okay, I'm gonna lock down the middle. Green Goblin, 100%. Gaining a little bit points on the middle as well, so let's push that away. Nebula on the left side. And I'm gonna put Sage on the middle as well because that gains me 8 points. So then I have an opportunity to play Professor X in the next round. He's playing on the middle side. That was a good choice of me. I locked him down. Oh, I locked him down very neatly down there though. Right. So I think I'm gonna be locking down Elysium because I think he could still be having Annihilus, right? If he still has Annihilus, he can turn everything back to me. So I'm gonna lock down the middle. Playing Sunspot on Olympia. So I still have a little bit room to play. Middle 100% for me. So turn 5. I could play Debris or I just could play nothing. I'm just gonna gain my 5 points for Sunspot and hopefully I'm gonna get She-Hulk onto the last round. Oh boy, I can't be playing on the left side, so I need to push Jeff on the right side. There we have my She-Hulk. Jeff, right side, so that's 8, that's 18, that's 24, plus 2, that's 26. We good, I think. And another Cersei deck, White Widow for himself, and we have another good win. So yet another good win. On to the next one. Yeah boys, on to the next one. Ready? Let's play. So we will starting with White Widow, Sage, Jeff and Green Goblin. We can't play at the first round, so we're just gonna let it pass. Vibranium Mines is very good for my deck, so I can most likely lock it off, because most of the people do not play at Vibranium Mines. We do have Kaylin, so I'm gonna play my White Widow obviously to gain 2 points, -4 for the opponent. That is 6 points difference already down there. Dang. So he needs to be playing at Kaylin, so I'm gonna give him Green Goblin on top of that. That's -7. Wait, we do have Castle Blackstone. I want to keep my points. I want to get my extra points. So no, Jeff. Yeah, Green Goblin. That's gonna be the one. There we go. Opponent still not playing anything. Makes me a little bit wondering. But we do have our extra 1 point, right? Now, here comes the lockdown on the Vibranium Mines. I'm just gonna do it. Professor X, as most likely he will be starting to play at Castle Blackstone because he wants to get that point, right? I'm gonna give it to him. There we go. Exactly what I thought. Castle Blackstone opponent. Sure. That means he has a Cersei deck, so my Green Goblin will be worth nothing. Right. So we are turn 5. I think I'm only going to be playing Sunspot to gain 5 points. So I have many options for turn 6, especially with my Sage, right? Let's go. Vision, so he plays a Sauron deck, right? So Vision will be moved onto Kaylin or onto Vibranium Mines. It doesn't matter because you can still move cards into Professor X, so we have a little bit of an issue here. But we have 5 points plus She-Hulk, that's 15. Yeah, plus Vibranium, that's 19, plus Sage. Vision is going to be moving, so that's going to get an extra 10 points. That is 29. On top of that 1 point, that would be 30 points in the end. He will not be able to get 30 points. Let's go for it. Exactly, Vision will be moved out. There we got She-Hulk, Vibranium, and Sage. Kaboof! He is taskmasking armor, and like I said, there we go, Sauron deck, but we do have a win, and once again, good game.
Victory!
On to the next one. Ready? Let's play. We starting with Namora, Sage, White Widow, and Professor X. We have the tile Nowhere, which is not that good for my deck, even though we can lock it down with Professor X and boost it up with Namora. We do have Boss Sinister, which is a very lovely play for Namora, 100%, so I'm gonna take full advantage of that. Playing White Widow on the right side. I could be playing on Boss Sinister, but I'm gonna play it on the right side. -4 for the opponent, 2 points for me, meaning 6 points difference. We do have New York, which means you can move all your cards on round 6 to the right side. So I'm gonna play Sunspot left side. That's 2 left, 2 right, and we're gonna keep it like that for a second. Revona Renslayer, need to be careful because he could be playing Iron Man into Mystique. Okay, he could have Sage on his own as well. So I'm not gonna play anything. No, I'm not gonna play anything. I'm gonna keep Sunspot as it is. So there's going to be 4, that's 6 points on the left side, 2 points on the right. We do have Sentry, which means negative deck. He has Anhelios in his deck, so we need to be very careful with that. Still, I think I'm going to take the gamble and playing Green Hoblin on the right side. That's -7 and +8 on the left, right? Yeah. I'm gonna go for that. Let's see what the opponent has. We have a lockdown on the right side, which is very awesome. There is the hood. Carnage. That means no White Widow Kiss, no Green Goblin. So we're gonna just fill Boss Sinister with Namora. He will have no Anhelios, that's for sure. Playing Doom 100%. Most likely he will be playing Dark Hawk. That's gonna be his play, Dark Hawk and Doom. That means I'm free of play if I do it like this. He will not sending any card over, so that means 22 power on the right side and 29 power on the left side. And 24 on Boss Sinister itself. There is our Dark Hawk, just like I thought it would be. And on the right side we will have Demon. And this is going to be a very good example how to use Namora in fullest glory. Look at that. That's just insane. That's just incredible. This is yet another fantastic game. It just keeps on going. This deck is really useful. It's coming in handy. One win after the other gave me a lot of cubes already. Once again, he did it.
Victory!
Nice play. On to the left. Next one. On to the next one. So now you know how this deck works and how the synergy works with one card with the other. You have seen many different situations. We have gotten very good plays, one after the other one, just winning. Was really fantastic. Just don't believe you will keep winning 100% because that will never happen, of course. But if you play this deck correctly, it will get you even though to infinity. If you want to make some changes, just leave a comment and we can always try it out, see how it works. Other than that, if you like this new content, please subscribe and give a like, and then you will see when the next video will come out, because this is just the beginning of plenty more to come. See you on the next one. Ready? Let's play!